regarding Bilal Phillips, the problem that occurred with him was that he came to Canada, Toronto, and he started to describe the hadith of Uwais ibn Yaman, that the people used to ask the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam about all that was khayr, good, and I used to ask him about the evil, fearing that I would fall into it. So he went on with the hadith, and the Prophet ﷺ said, what? If there's no imam and no jama'ah, then leave all of these groups. Then when he got to, in the tape, this is a blessing of the tape recorder, all these statements are taped. Then he got to the end of the narration and he said, those groups are like Jamaat al-Ikhwan, Ikhwan Muslimun, Jamaat Islamiyya and something like this. And then he said, the Salafis, Wahhabis, Ahl al-Hadith. So what is his recommendation from this hadith was to leave all of those groups. As if Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, those upon the way to Salaf Salih from the Firqat al-Dal, from the Du'at ala Abwab al-Jahannam, from the callers upon the door of Jahannam. Billahi alayk, is this someone who understands what the Salafi da'wah is? I mean, it's the smallest student or the youngest student in this room knows that hadith has nothing to do with the Salaf Salih and with those who follow their way. Nothing to do with it. And why mention three like that? Wahhabis, Ahl al-Hadith, Salafi. And I don't think even Tablighi Jamaat even got a mention. So that type of madness should be, they say put the bottom of the thobe in your mouth and run away from it like you're running away from a lion. Really. Run away from those type of people. And this, like I said, this should not, it grieves us from one standpoint, because that's our brother, and we benefited from something that he gave before, and we love him, and so on and so forth. But from another standpoint, we are supposed to be attached to the scholars. Scholars. Imam Ahmad was saying, don't take from me, and don't take from Thawri, and don't take from Awza'i, but take from where we took. What about these individuals? Like, once again, we wouldn't know Bilal Phillips if he hadn't went to Medina and studied with the scholars of Medina. We wouldn't know him. He would not be of any consequence right now. And Jamaluddin, this is the strange issue. Really, it's strange. Because, Yarhamakallah, you begin to give da'wah. And some of our brothers may have went to Medina for a year or two. Some of our brothers may have went to Yemen for a year. Some of them may have went to Egypt for a year or two. And the first thing we hear from these individuals who are upon something else, like the likes of Bilal Phillips, they didn't even finish, they didn't even graduate. But they'll sit right there on a podium with Jamaluddin Zarbos and call him Sheikh, and he hasn't went anywhere to study. What scales are we weighing with? He can be Sheikh. Why? Where did he study? Nowhere. But he can be Sheikh. But our brothers who went to Yemen for a year, or went to Medina for a year or two, or went to Mecca, or went to Egypt, their words are not even acceptable